At the very core of Java lies the powerful principle that is object-oriented programming. Java uses object-oriented programming to model software just like the real world, that is creating objects that have data and behavior. This makes your application much more intuitive to design and easier to maintain and better organized. At the center of object-oriented programming is the concept of a class and object. Classes are like blueprints defining the structure, whereas objects are the real entities which you interact with. Let's say, for example, a car. Attributes of a car, they can consist in a class that would be the blueprint of it, whereas a car is an actual object which you would be creating out of that blueprint. Encapsulation is all about keeping your data safe. By using private fields and public methods like getters and setters, Java ensures your data is controlled and protected from unwanted interference. Inheritance allows you to reuse and extend your code. For example, both car and bike are actually vehicles, that is the superclass. The classes like car and bike, they can inherit from this superclass. You don't have to write common code for bike and car. You just place it in the superclass and it can be reused. So that's how it shares the behavior and it reduces the overall code duplication. Polymorphism means many forms. It lets different objects respond differently to the same method through overloading and overriding, making your code much more flexible and adaptable. The concept of overloading and overriding is something which we'll look later on in the inheritance chapter. Abstraction helps you focus on what matters. It hides unnecessary complexity and shows only the essential features using abstract classes and interfaces to simplify large systems. Abstraction is something we'll see in its dedicated chapter. Altogether, these object-oriented principles help you build modular, scalable, and reliable applications.